is day 11 of the challenge of 30 videos, 30 days unplanned content. And thanks for being here. Yeah, this is my bad hair day setup again, and what to share today. Yeah, maybe about perfectionism. Maybe, I don't know. That's the thing when you come online and you don't really plan to say, or you plan the content. It's sometimes really a thing to find where I have so many topics, but what to share with you. What to share with you right now. Oh, maybe about the fear of being seen. I think many of you have that, including myself, and it's getting less and less and less as if you know me, I've been online, I have online presence since a couple of years now, but it's not always easy to show up. It's not always easy to show your face and to share with the world what you go through and what you think, because there are certain fears tied to that. What could people think? Do they understand you right, or do they understand me right when I share something? Oh, Cleo's coming out of the cupboard. If you know, Cleo is my cat, and she's trying to come out of the cupboard right now. And Lily, my dog, is wanting to help her. So it's about overcoming the fear of being seen, overcoming the fear of being judged and misunderstood. Because what I've found so many times online, that somebody says something, and because I'm connected to the topic, I understand where they're coming from, and others who have I don't want to say no knowledge, but not yet the level of awareness about it, they understand completely wrong, and they start to judge the person really badly. And and that's painful. If you're out there in the open and you know that you get this haters comment or something like that, I never had that. I have to think about it. No, not yet. Not yet. I wish not to have it, but I guess every creator wishes not to have it. But if you have followers, you will also most probably have the opposite, and people which don't like your content because you are stretching their paradigm and what they believe for themselves to be true. And I found that especially when it comes around the topic around money, abundance, wealth, people are very opinionated, very judgmental, and very much kept in their pain body about all of this. I think I shared that because it's one of my dearest topics. And I'm not just talking about, like when you're out in the space and sharing, you share from your own story, from your own heart. And money had been an issue many, many times in my life, because I decided to step out of the system, to step out of a safe job, where every day or every month I get the safe income. I decided to step out of that and be an entrepreneur and self-employed. And it's incredibly amazing, but it comes with a certain amount of trust that you're safe, because you cannot plan it. You don't know how much money you will have at the end of the month, especially, let's say it like this, in the beginning, as you grow, you set yourself up differently, you do, when you have made some money, you will put it into investments and things like that. So by the time and by growing into all of this, you will most hopefully set yourself up in a way where okay, in the future I'm safe. I've done this and this and this investment, la 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 la. So I know even if I don't have clients, even if my whatever restaurant or my store is not being visited by so many clients, I know that I have set myself up for a passive income stream. I think it's very, very important for entrepreneurs. I don't like that word so much. French was never I had to learn it because, I was a diplomat, and the diplomatic language is French. And actually French followed me because my auntie is from France and my uncle, he's German, but they decided when I was 9, it is a great idea that little Verena learns French. So they bought me a book, which I was completely not interested in. But it was a nice book. It was with Mickey Mouse making a trip to France or something like that. And then even, I think worse, but at that time I experienced it at really a fruit fly. I don't like fruit flies. They sent me to France when I was 9, and I didn't like that at all because I couldn't speak the language, and they sent me to their friend's family, which they were nice, but they were not a typical very caring, and I don't want to say that. No, I experienced that because I didn't want to be there. There was no mobile phones at that time, no WhatsApp. I spoke with my family one time in 2 weeks, and when you're 9, that's not a lot. So I think I was a little bit traumatized after that trip. And I never wanted to have anything to do with French anymore until, I hadn't planned that. I wasn't aware that the diplomatic language was French. So I had to learn French again, and I did it like that. I studied, I think, for 2 months full on. I put everything in my short memory brain and then sort of put it all down. I had, I think, 14 points, like A grade. And then I forgot everything again. Because, this is when we don't want to do something. I think many of you know that feeling, because I've known it for the longest time when I was working in an office, and I was like going in there and I felt like suffocated every day. I mean, I liked my colleagues and we always had a good time, I have to say. That's what I really liked. I like to see my friends and colleagues. That was something really cool because you have exchange, and when you are working on your own, that's not, I don't have a team of colleagues sitting around me. Not yet. We don't know. Most probably, you never know. I'll leave it open. But that's something I really liked. And but the rest was nothing I enjoyed to put information in a form, and I don't want to go back into. So something in myself decided, my soul most probably, we need to set up Verina's life and make it so difficult that she hasn't got another chance then to move into the direction of your purpose, her soul's signature, her heart's desire. And the universe was like, they set up many things. Incredible, actually. Like, maybe you have the time to write out what happened to you since you're a teenager, or like even since you're a kid, and looking back, it's really healing, and it's really a task to see how far you've come and how much you've changed and how much growth you've been through. And it will give you an awe of how much of an amazing person you are. And many women I work with, I looked towards what's the similarity. They are in the in-between. They are like I was back in the day. They know there's something more. It's knocking inside of themselves on the heart, and it's like, I want something different, but I don't know how. And the issue most of them have is the money, how to make money. And I had many conversations yesterday, and it was always the topic. And today I was in a chat, and one of the girls said, I don't know if I can do it because I don't have the money. And I see myself as somebody who wants to change the paradigm around money, because I know how painful it is when you don't have the money. I know how painful it is when you cannot do what you really want to do because you think, and I say it on purpose, you think you don't have it, because we're so programmed in a way to not trust that we're always safe, to not trust that we're always looked after, and that what is really for us will always be made possible by something higher, by a higher power, or whatever you want to call it. So I'm here to really reshape the paradigm, to help you reprogram your subconscious mind so money will flow to you whenever you really need it. And so you can trust yourself more and remember who you are, that you are a powerful creator and that you're actually manifesting each and every day, every second of your life in regards to what you have stored into your not into what you have stored in your subconscious mind, what you've been programmed to. You are programmed as exactly to the income limit you have, and whenever you get more, most probably there will be a bill coming and you lose it again, because you have sort of a programming, a limitation, many limitations most probably, and you live by them and you think they are true, but they're not. Because why should they be true for you and then for, I don't know, for Mary Ann, they shouldn't, because Mary Ann earns 10 times what you earn. It makes no sense. And if you went now and say it's luck, it's not. It isn't luck. It works by law. And if you say they're smarter, no. It works by law. Everything in this universe is working by law. And if you know the laws, and if you know how to live by the law and align with something higher than yourself, there's nothing which is impossible for you. I promise you that. As I sit here, I really promise you that, because I've experienced it. Not even for myself, but also for my clients. And then I love, so many times I got messages and I was like, you will not believe what happened. And I'm like, I know. Just recently where one client shared something with me. We worked for 4 weeks together and there was an issue in her family. And she said it's not solvable in the time frame she would want it to be solved. So the time frame set was 2 years. And I said, no. We don't accept that. We will bend the reality to be it January 2026. And she's like, I cannot imagine that. And I'm like, well, you'll trust, me trust, and it's going to be fine. And then we stopped working with each other. It was amazing. Already incredible shifts happened for her. Like she felt lighter. She felt, she said, I'm starting to dance now in the mornings. I'm starting to make myself beautiful again. I feel I have more capacity. I'm more alive. I look forward to the future. I'm inspired. Like so much, like her being was back on, sparkling and everything. Sparkling? Yeah, sparkling. And then 1 week or 2 weeks after we finished working with each other, I get a message of her and she said, you will not believe what happened. She said, it's incredible. It happened. It's January 2026. This person who needed to accept that time frame, who wasn't at all before, like in cooperation mode for years. We talk about years, yeah? Accepted that. And she said, and it's because of you made that possible. And said, I initiated it, but your belief made it possible. And that's what I want to tell you. Your beliefs makes it possible. It's your belief. If you believe it, it's already done. And that's, I think, in the Bible as well. It's done if you believe it. So, yeah. Life's magical. And if you are trying to manifest something and it doesn't, or it hasn't yet happened, ask yourself, do I really want it? Does it really light me up? Does it really bring emotions up, like feelings and a feeling of joy and expansion? And if not, ask yourself if it's still is it still something you think you need to have to prove something to somebody else? Because if that's the reason, it won't happen, or it will be very difficult and then will pull you down. And you need to find something which is really lightning bulbing you, like lighting you up, where you feel every day when you think about it, you feel like, oh my God, like, oh my God. I just manifested the most incredible house. Completely unplanned, on a trip which I had not even thought about finding a house, It was incredible. It is still incredible. Why did it show up? Because I knew exactly what I knew exactly what I wanted. I wanted to be in nature, freestanding house, no direct neighbors, I wanted to hear the river from my bedroom. I wanted it to have an upstairs and a downstairs. And I wanted it to be on a mountain. And guess what? All of it. All of it. And even it's so much better than I could have imagined it, really. And I manifested it because I knew what I wanted. So if you want to manifest something, if you're at the edge of an old cycle and you don't know, and you feel scared, and you feel scared of money and don't know how to pay the bills if you go for your heart's desire, reach out to me. I can help you. I can support you. I've supported countless women on the path to their dreams, on the path to a beautiful new job, beautiful new income streams. Lovers, we had one. Did we have more than one? I think mostly all of my clients were in relationships. But we had one girl who manifested a beautiful partner who is super amazing with her daughter. And so I'm here. You know where to find me. If you need help, if you need support, let me know, send me a message. And I think that's it for today. You can also leave a comment. You don't, just show that you're here and show your love. And I see you tomorrow. And it was day 11 today. So 11 is a beautiful number. I'm a number 11 in my life path. It's a powerful master number. It's about your intuition. And that's to finish off, follow your intuition. Your intuition is the piece of you that's connected with your higher self, that knows stuff beyond what your mind can conceive, So it has access to a different timeline, to a different realm, to your higher self, to where you come from, So if you have a hunch, follow your hunch, go. That's how I found the house. I followed a big hunch. And I wish the same for you. And I'm wishing you a beautiful day. And I see you tomorrow. Bye.